welcome. Hello again. So there's a funny thing about live production. Sometimes things go wrong and it's all the more fun. So we're back. Everything's working. You should be able to hear me. And that was my fault, by the way. I'm just going to own that. I had my mic muted. Classic. So I'll introduce myself again. I'm Wilson Large. I'm the Dark Darkness showrunner, and I've been trying to tell this story for about 10 years or a decade now. And so today you're going to see a little bit of why this story means so much to me, why these characters mean so much to me. And I'll talk about that more in a second. But right now I want to encourage you to stick around for the whole 30-minute show because we're going to do some trivia questions at the end. Pay attention. The answers to the trivia questions will be in the show. At the end, we're going to give away a couple of sets of our Dark Darkness comic books. We've got issues 1 through 3 here, and they're great. This is issue 3. There's issue 2 that we're reading today, and issue 1, which has the special Boundary Bay cover art on there for the Boundary Bay Dark Darkness beer. It's a delicious dark porter. So we're going to give those comics away to someone who answers the trivia questions at the end. And we'd love to have you stick around and watch the whole thing. So we also want to keep you updated on all things Dark Darkness. And the best way to do that is for you to sign up for our email newsletter on darkdarkness.com. You just go to the website and you scroll down to the bottom of the homepage. There's a spot right there for you to type in your email address and hit subscribe. And then next time we send out a newsletter, you'll get it. It's pretty simple and it's fun. You know, we send out like progress on our feature film development, progress on the comic books that we're currently got 3 more ready to produce. Well, issue 4 is in production. It's about halfway done. And any other exciting Dark Darkness news you'll find out about. So sign up for that newsletter. All right. So then now it's time for me. This is very exciting. I'm going to be introducing our amazing, talented, and funny actors and original cast of the Dark Darkness web series. And I'll be reading for a variety of the roles in the comic book. And so right now we have with us today, DK Reinemer. I'm not sure how he's coming in. There he is. We got Hello. DK Reinemer playing Ronald and Richie. We've got Colleen Ames playing Ganamazul and Stanzi. And we've got Morgan Grobe playing Mordecai and Thuggy. And last but not least, my good friend Jordan Donovan, who's going to play Jerry, aka Snake Man. And thank you all for being here today. This means so much to me. And because of the, you know, the life and the depth that you breathed into these characters so long ago, that's why I love this show so much. So thank you for being here. And we'll have a moment to chat after the show with you all. But so for now, let's just get started. Everyone, remember to stick around for a chance to win some free comic books by answering our trivia questions. And so, lights, comics, action.
We recommend, for the story so far and for the events leading up to the comic book series, watch Season 0 of our web series on www.thefantasy.network, where you'll meet Ronald, an RPG dungeon master, Mordecai, a dread vampire wizard disguised as Jesus, Ganamazul, a sorceress ninja queen, and Jerry, aka Snake Man, a shy recluse who speaks with reptiles telepathically as they receive their invitations from Dr. Darkness to the annual Darkness Convention for people who love darkness. Last issue in the comic series, Ganamazul infiltrated the Darkness Convention to hunt for Mordecai. In the process, she overheard Dr. Darkness, Doorman, Thuggy, and Scabbers plotting to perform a ritual at the end of the convention, sacrificing all of the convention's VIP guests to free the demon Gog so they can rule over the world by the demon's side. Acadia just arrived with a piece of an ancient stone tablet that she stole from the death metal druids in Turkey. Thuggy encourages her to quickly get the tablet piece to the translators for decryption. Ronald makes friends with Snake Man, brags about his chances of winning the Crown of Perception with his trap skills, and texts a selfie with Snake Man to his friend Stanzi back in his hometown. Mordecai, having just discovered Ganamazul lured him to the Darkness Convention, meets Ronald and quickly decides he strongly dislikes his looks, jokes, and generally everything about him. The Darkness Convention opening keynote address by Dr. Darkness was interrupted by a sudden blackout. When the lights came back on, Dr. Darkness has been murdered in front of all the attendees of the Darkness Convention. Convenient clues pin the murder to, yep, you guessed it, Ronald, Mordecai, Ganamazul, and Snake Man. Mordecai used a smoke bomb to facilitate his getaway, and the others followed suit. With Dr. Darkness dead, who will decide how much darkness is too dark? Dark Darkness presents Four Duplicitous Dark Lords. Story by Ben Eisner. Written by Wilson Large. Pencils and inks by Alonso Molina. Colors by Nimesh Morarji. Letters by Cassie Anderson. And the cover artist is Brian Huang.
Dr. Darkness's library, moments after his death.
This adventure isn't going as planned, and I love it. I could retreat to my hidden fortress of Gorillion and rally my ninja army as backup, but my ex-out would undoubtedly try and stop me. I'll show her. By killing Mordecai, solve the mystery, clear my name, and bring home the spoils. What was Dark Darkness actually up to? Who wanted him dead? Why did they frame the four of us?
Hello? Anybody in here? This is a cool map. I wonder if it had anything to do with the plot to cheat me out of my crown of perception. Whoever the foe is, they are a worthy adversary. They have trapped the master of traps. Clearing my name will be worthy test of my skills. And the culprit, a worthy foe. Ack!
Where's Mordecai?
I don't know any Mordecai. I was running away from Snakey and Jesus, but my asthma got bad.
What's your name?
Ronald?
What do you know about the death of Dr. Darkness?
It wasn't me. I came to win the crown of perception.
Really? How were you planning to do that?
My mastery of traps, of course. I know every trap in the Dungeon Trap Guide. Pit traps, spike traps, spear traps, needle traps, big traps. Hey, well you're that ninja girl trying to kill Jesus. Why did you kill Dr. Darkness instead?
We're all being framed. There's more to this weekend than the convention. This map will provide answers.
What about Jesus and Snake Eye? Do they have something to do with it?
As much as I despise Mordecai, I don't think so.
Mordecai? Huh. Well, I guess you'd know, being his girlfriend and all.
Girlfriend? Who said that?
He did.
Absolutely astounding. He's crazy.
I can help you devise the perfect trap to capture him. Maybe a kombucha trap or a swinging log trap. What's your name again?
My subjects call me Your Highness, but you can call me Ganem Azul.
Have you checked this room yet? Ah! Heads are gonna roll. We'll never save the planet if people can't remember to turn the lights out when they leave a room. Come on, keep your eyes sharp. They're around here somewhere. Let's check the next room.
Let's find Mordecai. Time for unfinished business.
Awesome. Time for a trap?
Meanwhile, on the western battlement of the Dr. Darkness's castle.
I could probably levitate us both down. It's only about 150 feet.
Sorry, I'm terrified of heights. I can't even look over the edge without passing out.
What are you worried for? You're a powerful Dark Lord.
I found 2 of them right here.
Good. I'm getting tired of lurking about.
Get them!
You call me a powerful Dark Lord? Look at you, dread vampire wizard. I've always been afraid of black magic.
Really?
Yeah, it's really dreadful.
Thanks, I needed to hear that. I'm being hunted by an entire darkness convention. Seems more lame than dreadful.
Finally, captured and covered in blood. Dreams do come true.
I knew I smelt you. Bathing in garlic? You don't have the balls.
You're the coward who steals things, then lurks in the shadows.
Are you really going to dust your boyfriend? Buffy wasn't even that badass.
How fitting. You made friends with the fool.
Or I push this in. I want you to know I didn't frame you for the murder. Someone else hates you almost as much as I do.
Oh, wait. Why were we all framed? Most of us don't even know each other.
Particularly odd is the one in plaid.
Hey, you're going to eat those words when I win the crown.
You idiot, there is no crown, there is no competition, there is no darkness convention. We're all fracked.
I heard fighting. This way.
It's just us against an entire darkness convention. Can we parlay, find some shelter, and sort this out?
Okay, but this is only temporary.
Fine. Can we please just get moving?
I guess. Helping you guys could survive this would be the right thing to do.
I know a place. Follow me.
Is it serious between you and Jesus? I think you guys might need some couples counseling.
Stop! Dark Kraken commands it.
just killed Dark Kraken. He was one of the most powerful Dark Lords.
Was being the operative word.
A little bit later, study room, lower levels of Dr. Darkness's castle. But this inscription cancels out the last. It's a riddle. Don't you see?
This room was empty the last time I was here.
Celestia!
Look out!
You killed them.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault they keep lethally poisonous snakes as pets.
They could have told us what that tablet says. I'm sure it has something to do with the death of Dr. Asmanini Kolakativa Taboro Banardikala.
We don't have time for this.
Time for this. Oh, oops.
Finding out who set us up?
No, saying his whole name. Use Dr. Darkness instead.
It's in Babylonian. I can't decipher it. I can decipher it. I think this could be the fabled lost diaries of Dual Karnain.
Who?
Dual Karnain. He's in the Jewish, Islam, and Christian texts. The subject of many conspiracies. Also known as Alexander the Great. Alexander saved civilization by trapping the demon Gog forever behind a magical gate of copper and iron.
See our clever reference to this bit of history in issue number 1.
If he escapes, it's said he will cast the world into eternal darkness.
This is a waste of time. How does this help us?
And your impatience.
Still prone to temper flare-ups.
I have temper flare-ups?
Listen, the only true account of his death is in this diary of his associate, Calanus.
You said Aneth. Hey, this reminds me of a campaign I ran. Only there were dinosaurs and demon ninjas.
Gog cursed Alexander just before the gates shut.
Does it talk about artifacts?
Now who's impatient?
Did any of you bring snacks? I have half a Hot Pocket.
But I agree. Get to the point.
Yeah, say man and wife. Man and wife!
Gog's curse gave Alexander's crown, ring, cloak, and sword special powers, so that when combined with a great sacrifice, they could be used to open the gate, releasing Gog.
Huh, that must be how the crown has the power of perception.
This is what Dr. Darkness was planning, but someone betrayed him.
Colleen hid Alexander's belongings, so the ritual couldn't be performed, then destroyed his diary and killed himself.
Outside the basement study. Hello, translators? Are you in there? We're looking for assassins. Thuggy, go get extra men. This door's never locked. Something's up. Hello? Is anybody in there?
We're out of time.
This portion is some kind of key or legend. Cryptic notes on the back.
What do they say?
It mentions a map, a fire, and the gate revealed?
We should have grabbed that map.
This map?
You are a cunning ninja.
Chop it down.
We'll buy you some time to figure that out, but once they get through, it's going to get messy in here. Ghanem Azul, help me.
Maybe if we burn the map or hold fire under it, it will reveal the gate.
Stop. Let me see the candle. This stone is the key to the map. I learned that from my friend Indiana.
How are we to know where to hold the light? Move it slightly, and the beams change.
I'll bet that's where the gate comes in. History books say the gate is under Mount Quaff, which is just north of this castle.
I could teleport us to the gate.
I don't believe you can do it.
Give him a chance.
We did that already.
See issue 1.
Blow for good luck?
Just roll.
All right. Ah, it's getting away!
Sounds like a staircase.
I knew I could find us a trapdoor.
Look for a trigger.
This staff is powerful. I'll keep it, but let's make it more manageable size.
Why a flute?
I used to play in a band. It's a comfort thing.
Oh.
Found it.
Oh.
Where did they go? I swear I heard voices in here.
Find them! Meanwhile, more than 10,000 kilometers away, back in Porttown, USA, Ronald's friend Stanzi and his brother Richie play a game at their local gaming store.
Richie, please don't put me in the trap.
I need the cheese, Stanzi. I can't help it. I'm a master of traps. I love you, Stanzi.
You are so much like your brother.
Yeah,
For more
but he's
on
the
Ronald
coolest
Richie.
master of... Yeah, but he's the coolest master of traps ever.
For more on Ronald Ritchie and Stanley's relationship, read issue 1.
Speaking of your brother, I just got a text from Ronald. What the heck? This is so cool. Maybe we should give your brother a call and see how it's going at the Darkness Convention. What do you think, Richie?
Yeah!
And that's that.
Woo!
All right.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right, that was really
Woo!
special. Thank you, guys. Thank you, DK, Colleen, Morgan, Jordan, for taking your time out of your busy schedules and entertaining us. And does anyone have any social media platforms that they want to shout out for anyone who wants to follow your creative endeavors?
Just my MySpace page, still going, so that's it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on TikTok. I think we're on all of them, aren't we? Every single one. At DK
I don't know.
Reinemer, you know where to find me.
I'm not.
I don't know where to find you. Tell me.
I'll be doing a Fringe Festival in Orlando, Florida, in May. So look for that. There will be a version able to see it live in early May. So just follow me on Facebook or at DK Reinemer or email. They got my email address. So I don't know if I want that out there. So yeah, at DK Reinemer on all the different platforms. And thank you so much, Wilson. This was very fun.
Yeah, thank you, guys. So that's it for you. We're going to dismiss you now. We're going to have a little trivia contest. And thank you again so much for joining us. Really appreciate your talents. And so is that it for them, or are they gone? Right. Okay, good. So we've got some amazing talent to thank for the comic book production. We've had the amazing talents of Alonso Molina, who did the pencils and inks. We had Nimesh Morarji on the colors, and Cassie Anderson working on the letters. Cassie's an incredible talent. She's got 2 books published by Dark Horse Comics, one that she wrote and did all the artwork for, and then another one that she did all the artwork for. And we've got myself as a writer on the comic book. You can find me on Facebook at filmmaker.wilson.large. And you can find Cassie Anderson on Instagram and Patreon at Cassie J. Anderson. I think we've got a graphic here so that maybe might come up. There it is. And then we've got Alonso Molina on Instagram at alonsomolina.art, as well as Nimesh Morarji on Facebook. You can find him at nimesh.art1. Please check them out, give them a follow. They're amazing talent. We are so blessed to have their talents on this book. It's just been gorgeous to see the world of darkness unravel through their eyes. So also want to talk about Brian Huang. I didn't get him on that graphic, and I'm very sorry about that. He's a fine artist that is from Vancouver, BC, and you can find him on social media at Bri Huang Draws. That's BRIHOANG Draws, DRAWS. And so he gave us that beautiful cover. Look at that. Oh, well, you see all those are my parts. All right, so the other thing I want to talk about is buying comic books local. Buy local, visit your comic shop. this place is very special to me, the Comics Place. It was established in 1982. I moved to Bellingham in 1983 from a small town, Port Townsend, and it was the most beautiful thing in the world. I walked in and they had all the back issues. They had all this stuff. I had started collecting G.I. Joe at issue 6. I had no idea there was a way to get back issues. And they had like all these back issues. And so over the years, well, over the last lot of years, I have called out my happy place. It's run by some wonderful people. You could go in, you can ask them what kind of awesome stories are out there. You can tell them what kind of stories and artwork you like. And it's such an important part of our community, and any community around the world. Visit your local comic book shop. But if you want your comics shipped from us directly, and I can sign them for you if you want, you go to darkdarkness.com/shop. And so we've got comic books and lunch pills and all kinds of fun Dark Darkness paraphernalia for you. So the other people I want to thank that helped get this show made beautifully was Varvid. Varvid is a live streaming company. You can find them at varvid.com for all your virtual production needs. They are not only zooming in the talent from all over the world, but they're well, all over the Pacific Northwest world anyway. But the production crew is also all over the country. So I want to give a shout out and thank Crystal and Adam and Pat and Alexis at Varvid for putting on a great show today. And we couldn't have done all this without you. And so many people have helped over the years. There's a couple key ones that I really need to thank my wife, Joanna Large, who's not only my assistant editor on the comic book, but just support the whole time through and willing to put up with the ridiculous hours that I've put involved in this. So I also want to thank my mom, Julianne McGuire, the Fantasy Network, for being a fantastic creator-friendly platform to stream on. And all the hundreds of people who have helped both with the comic, the web series, and everything over the years. Your support is always appreciated. So now we've got a few trivia questions, and we're going to give away some comic books. I don't know if anyone's still with us, but we've got viewers. So the first question is, who was the most powerful dark? Well, I should say that who is a powerful Dark Lord in the realm that Ganamazul easily dispatched in the comic? And if you are the first one to answer that question, you will get a set of comic books. Who was the powerful Dark Lord that Ganamazul easily dispatched in the comic? We're just going to give you some time. It's a little side note. The person, the character in the comic was actually drawn in the likeness of a friend and a Dark Darkness supporter when he backed the Kickstarter campaign. I wanted to give him a special character because he's been a special guy. Steve Chambers has been a big supporter of the project since the beginning, both with his video production skills and just an all-around supportive person. So he was drawn as this character in issue number 2. All right, we got an answer. We want to thank Donovan for the correct answer. And that is where we're going to wrap things up. I want to thank you all for watching the video, supporting Dark Darkness. Sign up for our emails. Go to darkdarkness.com. Buy the comics. Support your local artist. And thank you all.